my name is Yula, and today we're gonna read the Magic Tree of Merlin Mission 12, Eve of the Emperor Penguin, and today we're gonna start reading at chapter 4, Happy Campers, and the end of reading at chapter 5, okay? And now, already read this one book with a lot of stories, and now here we go. And first you can read is the Magic Tree of Merlin Mission 12, Eve of the Emperor Penguin, chapter 4, Happy Campers. Touching down onto the flat, snowy field with an orange-white helicopter. The helicopter had a skills bottom so it could land on the ice and snow. The bus came to the stop at the edge of the field. "We must be going to the volcano," to his helicopter, said Annie. "By the air, just like the rhyme say," said Jack. "Great!" Jack has always wanted to fly with the helicopter. Nancy stood up. "For those of you getting the bus now, please remember," she said, "the helicopter blades are extremely dangerous. And always wait for the signal from the pilot before they approaching the chopper." Everyone watched the spinning blades slowly came to the stop. The pilot had waved from the helicopter window. "Okay, Patty says we can go," said Nancy, but Jack put the rhyme back to his pocket. He pulled down his backpack and carrying his notebook and pencil. He filled with the easel. After Annie and the others who would join them to the helicopter. Then he scrambled off the bus to the dazzling sunlight. "Jump aboard," said Nancy. Jack and Annie followed the 4 other adults of the steps to the helicopter and squeezed into the small cabin. Sitting into the 2 rows and sits behind the pilot, everyone had buckled their seats and belts. Nancy had put the door shut and turned into the latch. Then she had sat next to the Patty and pulled onto the set of the headphones. "Headphones on, everyone, as they were under your seats," she said, "and they will protect your ears from the chopper noise. So serve as the radio so I can talk to you." Everybody had reached under the seats and took out the headphones. Jack and Annie pulled out their hoods. Without taking off their goggles and face masks, as they placed their headphones over to their ears, to the stick pads muffled down sounds around them. Jack heard Nancy's voice over to the headphone. "Tasing 1, 2, 3, can everyone hear me?" Everybody nodded. "Okay, PT, take us to the Mount Erebus." And PT, the pilot, stared at the helicopter. Even with the headphones on, Jack had heard the rolling of the engine and spinning to the bells. He had held his breath into the chopper, primed the lift of the ice snow. The helicopter shook and tidled. Then it buzzed around through the blue sky. Annie had aimed the camera to the window and took pictures. The Korean photographer did the same, and the Austrian journalist scrambled in his notebook. Jack was too excited to take notes now. "This is great," he thought. "All the words of the rhyme are coming true." As they flew through the burning mountain and the ice snow, he tried to remember what the words came next. He slipped the rhyme out of his pocket and read, "You must go to the burning mountain and the ice snow on the wheels by air, and all fall down." Oh, look, this is the traveling campers helicopter, and now they're inside the helicopter going to the burning mountain volcano. "All fall down? Wait a minute. What does that mean?" thought Jack. "Does that mean the chopper falls down? Do we fall down off the chopper?" As this thought rolled through Jack's mind, Annie turned and gave them to the thumbs up. Jack didn't want to scare her, so he nodded and shoved Merlin back to his pocket. He watched it inertly out of the window, and the chopper exploded through the bright orange-red circle to the top of the Mount Erebus, and below one of the world's most famous lava lakes. Nancy wove over to the headphones. The chopper hovered motionless above the crater of the volcano. The lava lake was bumbled with the boiled and burning lava miles deep, said Nancy. Is the temperature over the 1700 degrees into the furnace? Can you guys on the side see okay, Petty? Petty have talked to the helicopter one side and then to the other. Everyone but Jack have asked and asked. Kim Lee and Annie took pictures. Go, Dwight, Jack, before we all fall down. Okay, Patty, this is great, said Nancy. Let's land to the lower of the food team now. The helicopter tightened upright and began to moving down to the side of the volcano mountain. And Jack saw a small orange building sticking from the snow. Colorful snow marbles was perched near it. Moments later, the chopper touched down onto the slope. The rock had struggled, and Jack came to the stop. You, died Jack. That landed with the falling from the sky to the burning lava lake. But then what could all fall down in the remind mean? And stay seated with the tailbacks from the complete stop, said Nancy. Everyone had removed their seats and their seatbelts and headphones on. As you know, we'd be driving to our snowmobiles to the summit, said Nancy. Driving a snowmobile can be very dangerous to the stop and icy slopes. Please remember something you have learned to your snowmobile training yesterday. As the others nodded, Jack and Annie have nodded. To Jack nodded, as they'd never had any training with the snowmobiles. Other warnings, said Nancy. I know you've also been training to a week prevent, including sickness, but still it can be very dangerous, so please let me know what if you feel any symptoms. Include sickness? Jack wondered. He pulled off his glove again and opened his backpack. He took out the research book and looked up to the acute sickness with the index. He had turned to the right page and read. Include sickness as also known by the mountain sickness and caused by the lack of the oxygen, very great heat. Symptoms was including headaches, dizziness, and the short of the breath. Cinders was traveling to the Mount Erebus with the train of the days, climbing to the Granly, including heights. Oh no, Dwight Jack, the spinning of the helicopter blades came to the stop. Okay, happy chambers, said Annie, all clear. Before we drive to the top, we all gathered the hut. Nancy had opened the helicopter door. Everyone took off their headphones and untied their seatbelts and followed down the steps to the chopper. As they all left, they struggled down with putting the research book, getting away, getting the gloves back on, and then putting the pack into his bag. What took you so long? Annie said with going at the chopper. And Jacob just shook her head. Have a safe trip back to the station, PT, called Nancy. See you later. PT waved from the window, and the chopper blades have started to rotting again. The chopper have lifted to the ground and thousands away. Now it's chapter 5, Lava Bombs, and tomorrow we start reading in chapter 5, Lava Bombs, and then reading in chapter 6 or 7, or maybe we're gonna get a new book and a new stories, okay? Now, did you have fun? You love English Country will be come back with some this book or a new book and a new stories, okay? Now please thumbs up my YouTube. Bye bye everybody and have a nice day. Bye!